Hi Capricorn, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of September 2021. I do want to thank you so much for joining me, but I also want to remind you in this moment to go ahead and like the video. Do leave me a comment down below about your situation, how the reading resonates, or some emojis. And don't you dare forget to subscribe to this lovely channel if you haven't done so already. And don't forget, or just remember as we make our way through the reading, that this is very much intuitive, okay? But we're going to begin by pulling a couple messages from the Soul's Journey deck. And as I do the initial shuffling, do keep in mind that this is a general monthly reading for the sign of Capricorn. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else, and check out your other placements within your chart for more messages. You just never know. And if you're here to hear about a Capricorn in your life, you're more than welcome to join and be a little bit nosy. Okay? But as well, on another note, I'm accepting requests at this time for personal readings. So in the description box below, you'll see my email, the options and pricing. Just reach out and I'll most definitely get that started for you, okay? And as well, on another fun note, check out the community section of my YouTube page. You'll notice that almost every day I'm posting new inspirational posts that I make myself. So just check it out, all right? So to begin, for my lovely Capricorns, excuse me, money and career for September 2021. Okay. All right, so I'm pulling three. We got self-esteem, freedom, and purpose, as well as change. Some of you might find yourself implementing new changes within your career or making certain financial decisions that change your situation in general. And you might be feeling a little bit nervous or a little on edge about it, but to be confident within oneself as you make these changes, these decisions, because I just feel as if they're necessary or they'll benefit you, if not now, down the road. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. And so there's going to be a huge focus throughout the month of September on your self-esteem, or lack of which. A lot of Capricorns feeling, again, as you make changes or decisions to benefit your career and financial situation or your life in general, you are feeling a little bit down, or you're just trying to boost yourself up and feel confident, you know, have an immense amount of self-esteem within oneself as you do what's right for you. Feeling as if a lot of people around you are trying to push you in a different direction, or trying to sort of express their opinions or judgments to you in a strong way. But it does feel as if a lot of you will need to implement more self-care to feel good about yourself, to have an immense amount of self-esteem once again. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. And so a lot of you may find yourself thinking thoroughly or making a change to escape a job that restricts you or makes you feel like you have a lack of freedom. You may be thinking about entrepreneurship or starting your own business in one way, shape, or form. Or some of you might feel as if you want a level of financial freedom, and that might be heavily on your mind, or something you're working towards throughout the month of September. And just feeling as if freedom is for the taking, however it pertains to you, but you do have to work towards it and feel good and confident about it. You know, try to manifest that level of freedom, however it pertains to you once again. But you got to believe in it 1000%. Not a single ounce of doubt, and move towards it, work towards it. You can't just believe in it, okay? And then we have purpose. I know what I am here to do. And so there's going to be another huge focus throughout the month of September on your purpose, your destiny, you know, what you're meant to be accomplishing within your career throughout the month of September, or just during your life in general. And you feeling as if, for some of you Capricorns, you have a bit of an idea as to what you're meant to do in this lifetime, but it feels like you'll get another hint or another puzzle piece to the whole picture of your purpose in this lifetime, which is very intertwined with your career, which leads to and affects your finances, of course. But some of you might find that your finances play a huge role in your purpose and how you affect others in a positive way, or how you make a change in this world. But it just feels like some of you Capricorns don't have an idea as to what your purpose is. It's going to be heavily on your mind, weighing on you to a certain extent throughout the month of September as you try to make your way closer to what you're meant to be doing, okay? So with that said and done, that was a powerful start. We're going to pull 6 tarot cards from the Light Seers tarot deck, okay? With the 5 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles at the split deck, you might find yourself truly stressed throughout the month of September to a certain extent, or feeling that people or your job or your career choice gives you a bit of a headache or stresses you out. and you just thinking about how your finances or your career choices affect your family or your loved ones in general. Or you might be thinking about starting a family or making your way towards certain financial choices like buying a house or an apartment or car, or thinking back to and reflecting on certain purchases and choices like that, okay? And you might be stressing yourself out all the meanwhile in regards to that reflecting or those choices you're about to make, okay? As I'm drawn to the change card, it feels like a lot of you again are making a lot of changes like that, you know, thinking about big financial purchases or maybe a career choice and change. One more shuffle this way. Okay. For Capricorn to continue money and career, September 2021. Alrighty, I'm going to pull the 6 right from the top. Interesting energy. Okay, with the 9 of Wands at the bottom as well as the star, it feels like you're a bit wounded or a bit depleted to a certain extent. A similar vibe came through in the beginning of Virgo's reading, so you might want to check that out as well. Or you might be dealing with one. And it just feels as if a lot of you Capricorns have been through a lot recently when it comes to your career finances. It might feel as if a lot of obstacles have been popping up. Or you just feeling like an immense amount of stress comes over you when it comes to your finances. But there's going to be a highlight throughout the month of September of you not stopping and moving forward towards what you deserve and what you want to accomplish at this time, but in a positive sort of healing way. Being reminded by the universe that you're a star in the making, but you need to believe in oneself, right? Have an immense amount of self-esteem as you heal and move towards what you deserve at this time, okay? Your purpose. We're beginning the 6-card spread with the Page of Wands. And so you begin the month of September feeling a bit anxious or a bit on edge, being pushed to throw certain things up into the air, you know, old habits that have hindered you or held you back, or maybe that low self-esteem, right? Being sort of aligned with this freedom card, it feels like a lot of you will be releasing whatever has been holding you back to a certain extent. It could be energies or a job, or it could just be habits once again. You needing to release something or multiple things or situations, people, to feel more free, right? Or to release that mindset of you at times assuming that financial comfort isn't for you, right? To expect for yourself to always struggle in a financial way, to struggle financially, is to expect it to manifest it, right? To bring things into a positive perspective, right? Keep it optimistic and allow yourself to manifest all the positives that you desire at this time. Financial comfort and career success, okay? And it just might feel like it's a bit of a whirlwind in your life, in your career, or within your finances to begin the month of September, or at least it might feel that way within your mind. But remember that whatever state you have within your mind is reflected in your outer experience, your external reality, if you will, the moon. And so you make your way to the middle of the first half of the month and you find yourself a bit emotional. You can't help but feel your own feels, you know, when it comes to your financial struggles or your career ups and downs, lefts and rights, if you will. And you're just feeling the need to, or being pushed by the universe to instill a bit more balance in your situation. I'm seeing the set of scales, or a scale in my mind's eye, and you needing to, or being pushed to at this point in the month, or thinking about wanting more balance and the scales to balance out for you, wanting justice, the justice card coming to mind as well. And you just feeling emotional again about this lack of freedom or lack of financial comfort, or just stressing over your purpose in one way, shape, or form. Some of you might be stressing over making changes, and there's a need for you to breathe and relax and allow yourself to make your way towards these changes in a confident, calm, cool, and collected manner. 8 of Wands. And so you make your way to wrap up the first half of the month, and it feels like things start to happen quickly for you. Changes happen that you've been trying to implement, but struggling to do so at times. Messages come in to confirm a level of comfort within you. And it just, for some of you, it's a job that you're ready to accept or that you've been waiting for feedback from. Some of you, it's a loan that you've been looking for to get a house or to move your business up to the next level. A lot of you receiving a lot of clientele for your business, or just feeling as if things are happening so damn quickly, but it feels like a lot of positives, right? There might be some negatives thrown in the midst of it all. But for the most part, the speed of things picking up is something you can handle. You may not feel as prepared to do so, going from sort of an anxious beginning to the month and a bit emotional part in the middle of the first half. But just remember that you've been through this before to a certain extent in the past if you think about it, and you can handle whatever comes your way. Just focus on the positives, as it feels like a lot of good things happen to wrap up the first half of the month. And I do feel like you'll be shining to a certain extent. It's this feeling when you're moving quickly or things are happening, changes are being implemented, news is flowing in, even with this few obstacles or negatives in the midst of it all, you glow differently, right? It's a lot of Capricorns being drawn to this reading who thrive when they're sort of in the hustle and the bustle, okay? Interesting way of putting it. Knight of Cups. So as you make your way to begin the second half of the month, you find yourself very creative or thinking about moving towards what you deserve in an emotional manner, or not meaning to be emotional as you go towards the completion of your goals or what you desire at this time, excuse me, but just trying to move towards it in a confident manner. Being in line with the Page of Wands, it's you feeling a lot less anxious at the beginning of the second half of the month, feeling like the release of all of which at the beginning of the month helped, but it's almost like you released a bit of that anxiety or stress within you when you're sort of running around accomplishing things at the end of the first half. Remember the Eight of Wands, and just feeling as if your creativity comes into play, whether it's actually due to creating art and that's a good release for you, or you just coming up with creative solutions to make changes or to see a better result for yourself when it comes to your career and your finances. And we're making our way to the middle of the second half of the spread-in month, where we have the Temperance. You just might be feeling very ultra serious, as I'm drawn to the face here, to begin the second half, but don't let that rub anybody or yourself the wrong way. You just are going through a lot, okay? You have a lot going on. And then Temperance once again. And so you make your way to the middle of the second half of the month, and you're reminded by the universe to have patience, or you just feel like, okay, I gotta relax. I have to sort of have patience with myself, my situation, and other people and energies around me as I move towards what I deserve. Feeling as if you're being prepped by the universe to fly towards a new level of success, within your career, within your finances. But just feeling as if, again, being aligned with the moon, remember I was saying balance needs to take place. Thinking about the Justice card, the scales balancing out, getting your own sense of justice from all that you've been through, the ups and downs, the lefts and rights. And we have balance here as well in this card, and just feeling like it's time for you to get your own sense of justice, but you gotta have patience with yourself, right? And it just feels like there's a reminder around the middle of the second half of the month that you are still growing, you're still evolving as an individual, you're still changing as you implement more changes within your career and finances. So of course, a huge level, an immense amount of patience and confidence needs to be instilled at this time as you move forward in a direction that is meant for you. Some of you feeling the need to, again, redirect yourself towards a whole different path. Some of you implementing new income, maybe starting up a side business or some passive income in one way, shape, or form. And we're moving on to the Six of Cups. Again, a very serious vibe coming through, if you look at the faces. So you finish up the month in general, or you make your way to do so, and you find yourself reflecting, thinking thoroughly back to all that you've been through, all that you've overcome within your money and career. Some of you, I feel like a lot of you Capricorns are thinking back to your first job, where it all started and how you sort of progressed from there. Asking yourself, did I take a wrong turn? Did I make a wrong choice here or there? Should I have stuck with this career choice instead of this one? Am I where I'm meant to be? And a lot of you deciding, it's time for me to do what's right for Capricorn. And again, a lot of opinions and judgments coming through, but you just needed to kind of remember it's a building process. Whether you're building a business from the ground up, your career in general, making your way towards a new job choice, decision, or just trying to move up in the same company you've been with or started with. And you just deciding, you know what, I'm going to view it that way. It's a building process, right? I guess we could view it this way since it goes from the young to the older. But just remembering that you've been through a lot once again, and it's okay to at times struggle. We all go through our own individual financial and career struggles, but it's just to allow yourself to reflect in a positive manner. It could make its way to some overthinking and stress. Just do so in a positive way where you learn, you grow, and you feel confident, and maybe decide after some reflecting to implement more changes or make some more adjustments. But being aligned with the Eight of Wands, it just feels like your mind is going to be racing, right? All the meanwhile, you might get another message or two or more clientele, more obligations need to be attended to rather, and just feeling as if you finish off the month on a bit of a whirlwind when it comes to your mind. But just allow yourself to once again feel reflective in a positive manner and confident about all you've overcome, all that you have to look forward to when it comes to your career and finances, even if it's not the perfect ride along the way, okay? So we're gonna finish this up by pulling a small Making Magic card or two for Capricorn. Money and career, September, of course. Mystic Star, harmony in the home and great friendships. And we had the star card earlier, as you, I'm sure you remember, but just feeling throughout the month that there's going to be a focus on harmony, peace needed in your life, balance once again, patience, and you just being a star in the making and needing to heal from all you've been through, the ups and downs once again, and to remember that all of which is happening for a reason, for the good and the bad, and to remember that you're making your way towards a level of success within your money and career that is meant for you. All right, Capricorn? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you have done so already. Don't forget to email me about booking a personal reading. And I'm wishing you nothing but the best, sending you love and light. Hope you have the most amazing month, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Capricorn.